Alright guys, hello and welcome to episode 3 of my Let's Play of the Destiny beta. Right now we are going to go back to the city under the Traveler and get one of the rewards we have for the last mission we completed. I do have to say, everybody's thought this game would be close to what Borderlands is, but in fact, I think the gameplay is very similar, but the art style of Borderlands kind of gets old pretty fast for me. I don't know why, but I just enjoy this Halo-esque style of art better than the Borderlands style of art, personally at least. So as you can see, there's a green exclamation point. That usually means somebody has a reward or something to give you. So we're going to go over to the encryption salesman, and because of the house banners we get 200 glimmer, which is like the currency. And then I also had an encrypted item that I can decode at this station. So we're gonna go check that out here in a second. Sadly it was too high of a level for me to actually equip, but there was a better option in terms of more defense in my inventory, so that was good. And then I also leveled up, so I have a skill to acquire, and it's called Lift. If you hit X after jumping, it creates a boost, kind of like a jetpack. Here I was being silly and thought, oh, that'd be cool to see in third person. Sadly, it is not active in the city, so I just kind of look stupid. Not a big deal though. So now I was seeing if there's any new missions at the Titan, I guess you'd call Mentor. So we're gonna head down there and see if he has anything that I can equip now that I have leveled up again.
So what brings you to me, Titan?
Let us help you, Guardian.
And sadly everything was level 4 or 6 or 8. And you also need credits from different missions that either are not currently available or just were not put into the beta. So they'll be their full release, or maybe even a later point in the beta if Bungie releases more updates for it. So now we're going to go back to our ship and start a new mission. And this mission was actually also in the alpha. I'll show you here in a second. Maybe, there we go. So if you see, I'm level 3, so I didn't want to do anything much higher than level 3, thinking it would be too difficult. So we're gonna go do this one, the darkness one. And it says it's level 3, so I figured should be good enough, and considering I'm level 3, so I should be able to handle it. And like I said, if you guys played the alpha or saw any alpha footage, this mission was incorporated into that.
There are reports that the Fallen back at the Cosmodrome are keeping a pretty tight guard on the old Skywatch. Could be one of their leaders, or it could be something valuable. The speaker's asking Guardians to look into it.
So here we are, back on the
Skywatch
old
is
Russia
just on
again.
the other side of the steps. And it's surrounded by Fallen. Well, I'm ready if you are.
He sounds so cheerful after telling me that there's enemies around my objective. Not a big deal, apparently, for him at least. And if you heard that sound and saw how high I lifted off in the air there, that was my new ability. And like I said, if you just hit X after jumping, if you're not running up a steep slope, it'll activate and give you a little extra boost, like a double jump.
You know, this place must have been amazing before the collapse. Thousands of humans boarding the colony ships, off to build cities beyond.
And I hope in the full release of the game they actually have more of the city available to walk through. Because as it is, it seems like you're just on the one tower that the the Guardians can stay on.
Up the hill,
it'd be,
the building with the radar. That's the Skywatch.
And you can see it right there. I think that would be interesting, though, to be able to walk through the rest of the city and maybe help citizens with tasks they might need, or things artifacts or relics they might have lost during the collapse, or what have you. I think that would be really interesting, but we'll have to see come full release in September. I'm assuming. I don't think they're going to add anything like that in the beta, at least, if they have it at all. And as you can see, these guys are a little bit high level for me. That's because enemies in the open world scale to your to the level of the people in the environment. So as you saw there was a level 4. Later on, there's a level 7 up by my mission objective. A decent loot crate there, so if you guys are playing the beta, don't forget that position. Gave you some glimmer. It might give you other things. I'm assuming it's all random, so it definitely wouldn't hurt to check that out. I figured if there's one on that plane, maybe there's one on this plane too, but sadly it was not to be had. Of course, that'd be too easy, right? Just trying to check for more treasure. Tried to see if I could see that guy's level, but I could not, from this distance at least. And as you see, since there's nobody in my immediate vicinity, these guys are actually closer to my level, which is nice because it's kind of hard taking down level 6s or 8s when I'm only a level 3. The equipment's not quite up to par for them. Ooh, punched him in the face. Well, I assume that's his face at least. I missed twice, so I figured melee will work. Boom, headshot. Not a big deal. Just looking around for things to do. I saw this cave and figured, why not? Let's go check it out. Maybe there's something cool in there, like another treasure chest. What I found was a level 7 or 8 captain, and I threw a crappy flashbang grenade at him. You know, that's usually what happens when you face a hard opponent. You just make mistakes. So much shield. As you can see, his shield is that good that I'm actually not doing any health damage to him. It's saying resisted. And I'm low on health, so I figured I'm close enough. Might as well pull the shotgun out. Might do some more damage compared to my single-fire scout rifle. Had to reload, so resorted to the melee. And looking around, not much. Oh wait, what's that? And here, I guess these are dead ghosts that you can recover around the open world. And I'm assuming they're gonna act like collectibles, like you would see in Assassin's Creed with the different signs and artifacts that you can collect in the open world games. But I haven't looked into it that much, so if you guys know, leave it down in the comments. And now I figured, well, that was enough exploring. Let's get on with my actual mission. And falling from that height was actually not a good idea. Go figure. So just moving up. Again, some decently high-level characters down here still. But headshots seem to do the trick with the scout rifle, which is good, because that's the exact reason I got it. And like I said, there was that level 7 up here, causing some some enemies to level up. But as you can see, these guys are on my level because this is the start of the mission area, which is nice because that would not be very fun if there was a level, because there was a level 7 behind me. The people during this mission were all level 8s. That doesn't seem like it would be exactly fair considering it's a level 3 story. Got lucky with a headshot there. Only once though, couldn't get it twice. So we're just walking through, and like I said, this may look familiar for those of you that played the alpha. Same exact map.
We're in. This was one of Skywatch's old array stations, a link to the lunar colonies.
And the lunar colony, after you complete this mission, will actually open. After you do this, it'll open up the moon for missions. Although, as of recording this,
Dead
the
end.
moon missions were not
Fallen
available.
sealed this gate. I can get it open.
This part seemed kind of redundant, but I guess if you have a story, you gotta do something with it, huh? The gate's closed, you gotta make your ghost do
Fallen
something.
really didn't want anybody getting in. Or out.
I figured if it was gonna take time for him to open it, they'd at least have people come and attack me, but that didn't even happen. Not that I'm complaining, but...
What is this? Lots of motion ahead. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, me too, it's pitch black. My goodness. And it's hazy. And that guy looked creepy. And I missed all their shots.
Here.
I figured since there were so many, a single fire rifle, best option would be to melee all of them. I almost died, as you can see up there at my health bar. I had nothing left. If I would have been hit, I would have died. And now that all of the guys that charge you are dead, I can start trying to pick these guys off. I was a little ambitious with this attempt because for some reason I was hitting something, but I couldn't see it from my vantage point. It wasn't him though, obviously. Headshots seem to work well on these guys as well. Like I said, this place was kind of creepy because things were oozing stuff, and it was just... It reminded you of reminded me at least of the flood in Halo. Which, yeah, we make all these connections with the Halo art style and the Halo themes, but I honestly like it a lot. Because I love Halo, but for those of you that might not like it, it might be a little hindrance for you.
There's a wizard here. You have to kill it.
To see all that stuff. And there's a wizard here, so from now on I'm going to refer to the wizard as Harry. Because, you know, you're a Harry wizard. You're a Harry wizard. Yes, he's a very hairy wizard. You're a wizard Harry. That's what I meant to say. And again, the AI, even at low levels, seem to at least look for cover, which is good. They're not just standing out in the open waiting for you to shoot them. That'd be kind of boring. Easy, but boring.
The wizard's here.
You shall not pass! I'm sure everybody, if anybody will watch, whoever watches this will get that reference. And if you don't, I don't know. But there's Harry, shooting magic balls at me. I don't like getting magic balls shot at me, so Harry got shot in the head. And apparently all of his underlings die after I kill him.
The darkness could be a lot closer than we think. We should probably get moving.
So yeah, I wasn't really expecting all of the minions to just disappear, apparently, because they didn't drop any loot or anything, for that matter. So it was kind of just odd, because I know there were other minions around, but once I killed the boss, it was just like, oh, done with the mission. Good job, congratulations. I almost leveled up during that mission. Wish I would have. I got 2 rewards, one of which is something that you can hand in at the city, which we'll see here in a second when we get to this dropship and go back to the city for our reward for our good efforts. Because, you know, we all need to be rewarded. Ooh, that was rough. And as you can see, the green exclamation point means there's a reward. And again, I hope the loading screens are not quite as cumbersome as they are in the beta. But I have a feeling, considering obviously the full game is going to be a larger file size than the beta, that they might actually be even longer because there's more stuff in there in general, so there's more stuff to read through for the console or computer. But the loading screen at least looks nice. It's not like some other ones where it's just a blank screen with some writing on it, or a bar that fills up. So that's always a plus. But there was a point at which I thought I'd just go back and do another mission, but my armor wasn't exactly the greatest, so I was thinking maybe this reward will be another piece of armor. Level myself, at least level my armor up a little bit so that I take a little less damage. And it looks like the Titan Mentor is the one who has the reward for us. So that's a good indication that's probably a piece of armor. And if you see there, that's a Crucible Quartermaster. Those guys require credits from doing the PvP arenas, and to get any of their equipment for that matter. So they definitely have a lot of PvP oriented stuff. As you can see there, I can get a helmet, gauntlets, or a chest piece. And the helmet and the chest piece were the most intriguing to me because they offered, one, the most defense, and two, they both increased strength. Which, thinking about it now, I don't exactly know what strength improves. If it improves the power of your weapons, if it just improves your melee strength. I'm not entirely sure. So if you guys know the answer to that, you could let me know down in the comments as well. But I decided to pick the helmet because I felt like my helmet was the worst piece of armor I had currently equipped. Again, almost leveled up that I could equip that green gauntlet, but not quite. And then just looking at I picked any other loot up, which I had not, at least not during that mission. So back to the ship again. See what other missions there are. And this is what I meant by the blank loading screens. Those are kind of annoying because you don't get to look at anything. So here we're going back to the world map, and as you can see, new missions unlocked, like an Explorer mission that grants you Vanguard credits, and you can exchange those for different prizes, rewards at a Vanguard vendor. And that is a matchmaking mission that was also available in the alpha. So I figured let's do something new and pick the mission that I have not experienced yet. But you guys are going to have to wait until the next episode to see it. Thanks again for watching, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Have a good day, guys.